What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for awesomemo.com, and these are my NBA DFS contenders for Wednesday, March 4th. I almost said March 3rd. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other videos go live. Use the promo code CONTENDER at awesomemo.com. Get yourself 50% off your first week of Awesomeo Plus. And finally, follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to this list throughout the day as news breaks. Bradley Beal is on the outside looking in. Who will be the top 10 plays for today? It's time to find out. Coming in at number 10, we've got Jonas Valanciunas. I'm giving him 28 minutes. It's a relatively neutral matchup in terms of defensive rating for the Nets, but it is a slight pace up spot for the Grizzlies. We know what Joe Val is. 1.3 fantasy points per minute, 7,100 on FanDuel. I love him in this spot as one of my solo centers. You can get there on Yahoo at 29. That's probably his best price. 1.35x multiplier on SuperDraft also in play. I don't love the $7,800 price tag on DraftKings with just center eligibility, but I wouldn't say that he is outside of a player pool. But would you be really shocked if Joe Val went for 50 today? I certainly wouldn't. Alrighty, today's going to be an ugly one. Coming in at number 9, Sviatoslav Mykhailiuk. Look, it's a value thing. 3,700 on FanDuel, 3,900 on DraftKings with the guard forward eligibility, which is very clutch. No Bruce Brown, no Derrick Rose now. Minutes are just set in stone, or at least I would expect them to be. I think he gets north of 30 minutes. He is not a terribly productive fantasy player. It's like a 0.6, 0.7 guy. But I'm going to bet on the volume at a sub 4K price tag. Now, if you're saving that money, shout out Lil Dicky. Number 8, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The perfect way to spend up. 11.6 on FanDuel, 11.4 on DraftKings. This is a monstrous price tag. He's got a date with Indiana. Tough matchup. But Giannis is just incredible. If this game stays close, we could see him play 34, 35 minutes. I've got him in for 33. That's enough to give him a 30, 14, and 6 line for today. He's going to need 70 fantasy points, but in a close game, there's no reason that Giannis can't do that. I have no problem paying up for him, even in this kind of difficult matchup. Well, this should be fun. Number 7, the first of many Celtics, Daniel Theis. 5,700 on FanDuel, 5,800 on DraftKings. It's not the best pace spot, but it is great knowing you get to face the Cleveland Cavaliers and their terrible defense. They're not going to have Andre Drummond. It's possible they don't have Tristan Thompson. And the Celtics are going to be without Kemba Walker, Gordon Hayward for sure, Jason Tatum for sure, potentially Jaylen Brown. Hell, Marcus Smart could end up getting suspended. Celtics are thin. I want to go to the guy in Theis, fantasy point per minute. You know, if they have to use him a little bit at the power forward spot, they can do that as well. He can play alongside of, say, Time Lord during this one. I can't get away from Theis. Those minutes are about as secure as they're going to get. Get yourself some Daniel Theis and some additional Celtics. Like I said, additional Celtics. Number 6, Marcus Smart, 6,500 on FanDuel, 7K on DraftKings. I really like 27 on Yahoo as well. I'm giving him 34 minutes. I'm assuming he doesn't get suspended. This is as good as it gets. You know, you get to face a Cleveland team that is dreadful. 8% worse than average on a per possession basis defensively. Smart usually takes a pretty big step up when some of these guys are off. He's going to have free reign to do whatever he wants with all of the stars, Hayward, Tatum, Kemba, potentially Brown, all out. This is the perfect opportunity to get yourself some Marcus Smart. The price is a little off-putting. You're going to need like a 50 burger out of Smart. But why can't he do that when everyone else is out? I see no reason it can't happen. Grab yourself some Marcus Smart. Alrighty, coming in at number 5, we've got Larry Nance. This is much more of a FanDuel Yahoo play than it is DK. He's $1,100 more expensive on DraftKings than he is on FanDuel. I'm going with the assumption that Tristan Thompson is not going to play, at which point Larry Nance is going to soak up as many minutes as he can. This Boston team and their defense, 5% better than average, not really what they're going to look like tonight, given all of the guys that are out. Nance is solid. Fantasy point per minute, The minutes are going to be there. I'm projecting him for a double-double, 13 and 10, but he can blow this one up. A 40-point game is well within Larry Nance's capabilities. He can go even bigger than that. I love getting to Larry Nance. Now we're going back to the Celtics for number 4. It's Brad Wanamaker season. I'm giving him 26 minutes. He's 3,600 on FanDuel, 3,500 on DraftKings, to flat minimum on Yahoo. We know the matchup is fantastic. They have a ton of minutes to go around. I'd be shocked if Wanamaker isn't playing a decent chunk of them. It wouldn't even surprise me if he went north of 30. I just don't know how I could project him there right now. They've got a lot of guys that are just sort of interchangeable in the backcourt. But at the very least, 26 minutes of Brad Wanamaker at a 4K price tag. He's like a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy. This is the time to get him. The value is going to be there. I expect him to be chalky, so this might be more of a cash play than a GPP play, but you're going to want to work him in one way or the other. Alrighty, coming in at number 3 off of a monster fourth quarter and overtime last night, Caris LeVert. 6K on FanDuel. That price is simply broken. You cannot get away from him there. GPP goal only 44. He could do that in real points. He's a 1.22 fantasy point per minute guy over the last 30 days. That is basically 0.2 of a point higher than my baselines have him. I think he's taking a leap. Memphis's defense has not been great with Jaren Jackson Jr. off the floor. This is a pace-up spot for the Brooklyn Nets. Caris LeVert is staying in this spot the entire day. He's so good that even 7,200 on DraftKings looks okay. It's just a testament to how amazing that price tag is on FanDuel and the 1.55 multiplier on SuperDraft. Alrighty, at number 2, this one scares me a little bit, but 7,800 on FanDuel, 7,700 on DraftKings, both very reasonable price tags for Christian Wood. He might play big minutes, honestly. They're running short on bodies. He is one of the few offensive stars that they have. The problem is it's Oklahoma City. That's a very tough matchup. Defense is solid. Pace isn't all that great for this particular game, but he's like a 1.15 fantasy point per minute guy. He could end up playing 34, 36 minutes. They're going to need everything they can get from him on an offensive basis to stay in this game. So I'm going to Christian Wood. He is going to be a key tenant in my lineups on both FanDuel and DK. And finally, at number 1, give me some Luka Doncic taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. This is a 5-possession boost to the Mavs' normal pace. Luka's been down a little bit. He's a little dinged up, but I think he's starting to come around. 10-4 on FanDuel, 10-9 on DraftKings. I'm projecting him for 30, 10, and 9. That is a ridiculous stat line. All you need is 64 fantasy points from Luka on FanDuel, more than attainable. You could even get to 70 on DraftKings. I think that is fine. I don't really love $55 on Yahoo, but on FanDuel and DK, just fire him up. Luka looks like the perfect guy to pay up for when you use guys like Svi or Brad Wanamaker to save a little salary. That's my number 1 guy. Who's your number 1 contender for today? Make sure you drop that in the comments section after the video. All right, everybody, that will do it. Those are my top 10 plays for today, Wednesday, March 4th. Once again, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other videos go live. Use that promo code CONTENDER for 50% off your first week of Awesemo Plus, and the big one. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman, so you can get updates to this list throughout the day as news breaks. I will be on Live Before Lock tonight, starting at 6 p.m. with Fast Eddie Fear, so tune in then for my final updates. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another top 10 DFS contenders. Best of luck tonight, and I'll talk to you again in the morning.